Hi, I'm Fred, and today we're going to talk about your friend and mine, the Allay. Stick around to the end to learn a couple of things I learned about the Allays that no one else knows. I bet you can't guess what it is. No, you're totally wrong. L-A. If you can hear them over the cows and chicken, they make really weird sounds. So while Deesky was down there trying to avoid the warden, I decided to go out to find a mangrove swamp without using chunk base. So I hopped through the nether to the woodland mansion area, and I just started flying. So I flew out to like negative 23,000 by 23,000. Didn't find anything there. I figured no big deal. I'll just head back a different way. Easy, right? Is it ever? So I started a long trek back. Wasn't even thinking about it, but I saw a pillager outpost. I'm like, hey, Allays might spawn there. Let's go check it out. Checked it out. No, they weren't there. I just kept traveling back. I found another pillager outpost, and that's where I found these two. I don't have any footage of that, but I've got this mock-up here. Outpost, cage, 6 Allays in it. It's on fire because there's lava right next to it. Of course. The Allays are dodging in and out of the fire. Running around trying to avoid the pillagers who of course have locked onto me. One of them shoots through the lava, sets me on fire, so I'm running around blind. That goes out. I get a couple of the Allays set up, get the pillagers gone, and I just slowly walk away so the Allays don't lose me. Because if you get more than 64 blocks away, they can't track you anymore. So 2 of them die, I get 4 of them out. So anyway, these things don't move fast. I fly away, immediately have to fly back because, of course, they're just back where I flew off. And this starts a long journey to bring these 4 Allays back. Wait, nope, this is only 2. Yeah, I lost the next 2 somewhere near a village. Like it was a plains village. There's no trees for them to hide in. I went back to look, and my best guess is they fell in 1 or 2 of the giant holes there that, came about from 118. Thank you, Caves and Cliffs. Speaking of caves and cliffs, I then had to cross a giant ice mountain. Of course I don't have leather boots. There's no way around it. So I'm going over it. I'm halfway through. I'm super stressed out. I decide to fly off, see how long I've got. And it's just hundreds of blocks away. So I turn around, I circle the area, and I find there's a quicker way to get back. So then I have to go back and land on this mountain without hitting all of the powdered snow I've been avoiding, pick up the Allays, and get them out of there. So I get that, head back on the road. The fastest I can travel is by boat, but if I'm on the ice, I go too fast, I lose the Allays. I have had to backtrack several times to keep even these 2 with me. Meantime, I still haven't found the mangrove swamp I'm looking for. I went out there with my 2 buckets of water so I could grab tadpoles. Got plenty of open storage available so I can pick up all the loot from villages I've been seeing, and also at least a couple of propagules, because with propagules I can make everything else. And yeah, nothing. So finally I stumble across one. I don't know, it's like 2,500 by 13,000, something like that. Still super far out, obviously. But I'm just over the moon. I grab slimes out of my ender chest, slime balls I should say, breed some of the frogs, immediately break the eggs, not thinking, bred the frogs again so they could lay more eggs and I could just patiently wait this time. While I was waiting, I grabbed the propagules I wanted, some wood, some vines, whatever else is out there. I think it took me 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes for the eggs to hatch into tadpoles. Then I had to go chase them down. They move quick. So I finally got everything I want. I'm only 15,000 blocks away from home. Yay! Winning! I'm traveling back. Kind of happy, I finally found the mangrove swamp. So I finally looked on chunk base because I've been avoiding it because I want to find it myself. Obviously, that's why I went out to so far away. And according to chunk base, if I had gone another 1,000 blocks, seriously, 1,000 blocks, I would have found a huge mangrove swamp out there where I'd stopped and turned around. Because of course that's the way it was going to work. Too late to worry about that now. I figured that out when I was way too far away. And like 2 seconds later I ran into one anyway, so it was like pretty good timing. At some point, I stumbled across this odd jungle temple. I say odd because if you notice, there's not really a lot of jungle around here. In fact, it's in the middle of a wide river. And I think that might be some jungle off to the side, but it mostly looks just like plains. I don't know, I'm not going to question it. So I went in, and I know what the traps are. I also know that they can be loaded, these temples can be loaded with mobs. So I was throwing on torches, being careful, like I do. Snip the string. Now, I don't think this happens in Bedrock, but in Java, but in Bedrock, when you snip the string, it shoots anyway. Turn around the corner, throw in the torch first, of course. Snip the string. Dodged that one. That was coming right towards my head, you could tell from the angle. Went in there. So that's safe, right? Cool. Go around to the switches. I used to know the combination. Obviously, I don't know the combination. But you know what works just as well in a jungle temple as flipping those switches in the right order? A pickaxe. There wasn't really a lot of good swag in this. That's fine. Whatever. I still grabbed it. And I put the wall back. And I took off heading back home again. Anyway, to make a long story short, I stole it. Hey, by the way, the combination. This one first. Then this one, which will open up this gap here where you can see the chest but still not reach it. So just use a pickaxe anyway. So anyway, after hitting the temple, on my way back, I find this. Oh yeah, not too far away at all. Maybe 5 minutes from my base if I take the nether out to my guardian farm and fly from there, which I just did. Yeah, fun times. Love it. Do you have a bed for a weary traveler? One of the things I did on my travels, as I've mentioned before, I hit a lot of villages. I stole all of the hay bales I could find because mud bricks. Ooh, an emerald. So yeah, it's close to the map area too. In other words, take a lead, use a boat, don't go far if you want to get these. Also bring leather boots. Stupid mountains. Okay, so what do you do with these things? You give them something. Oh, look how cute they are. And then when you mine them or drop them, they pick it up. They pick it up and they give it to you. Thank you. Easy peasy. And if you hit a note block and drop stuff, well, that was an unfortunate spot to put that. Well, if you want Allay to open your secret door, that's a good spot to put that. So yes, you can in Bedrock you can lead it. I'm sure you might be able to in Java you can't lead anything. Let's face it. If you want to get the thing back so you can switch it out, you have to empty your hand or be holding the same thing. The current preview in Bedrock, if you're playing music and you give them an amethyst shard, they will duplicate. Not the same thing as breeding, but duplicating. Will that come to the version? Who knows? Will that come to Java if it does come to the full version? I would assume so, but who knows? Parity is parity. Now, if you notice, I accidentally gave him my lead. So if you want to lead him somewhere, give him something, then you can put him on a lead. So the wiki says you can't do leads. Oh, look, you can do leads. The wiki also says you can't give them name tags. But look, you can. I just shift click to do that. You can also name them. And there are your bonus facts for today. The big question is, are Allays useful? Probably. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of them when I'm doing some of my crazy mining sessions that I like to do. You know, I'll have a giant pit to dig soon. I think I'm also going to play around with single item sorted. That'll come a later time though. The main advice is try not to go too far if you're going out for Allays. Bring a boat, bring leads, bring leather boots, bring food, especially on Bedrock because you know the distance involved. And don't be creeped out by the weird noises because it spooked me for a minute. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to check out the rest of Forever Bedrockers. Links are in the description. LNA and I will catch y'all later. And hopefully Minecraft figures out its issue so I can stop playing as Steve. I'll talk to y'all later.